Ooh, look at that Costco chicken. Look at that Costco chicken. Costco chicken. I bet you it's teriyaki. Or maybe even it's raw like sushi. Let me tell you what I want. I want you to do a review of Costco chicken in Japan. 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 Dude, we're at Costco. There are a million other things to see besides chicken. I want chicken. Speaking of chicken, check out that big black. Holy sh! Would you keep it Japanese? Check out these Japanese chicks. Dude, no. Check out this hentai action. Do you want me to review the Costco chicken or not? Yes, I want to see you eat one of these peckers. Okay, I'll do it, but only if you watch this video right to the end. Welcome to Costco in Japan, folks. And as you can see, it's just like a Costco back home, except a couple of the signs are in Japanese. And because Japanese people often do smaller shopping trips, you can see a lot of people come here by bicycle. There are your typical greeters at the door. And when you walk around inside, you can see that they've gone to a lot of trouble to make it look just like a Costco back home. While a fair amount of the inventory is the same as what you can get at a Costco in the West, you can find some real gems. I mean, check out this pillow that I bought. Best pillow I've ever had. Mike Lindell, eat your heart out. To my great surprise, Costco in Japan is even more like American Costco than the Canadian Costcos are. I mean, in a Canadian Costco, they don't sell liquor. Sorry, my American friends. But the Japanese are a boozing people. I mean, in regular supermarkets, you can find liquor that looks like this. And the really cool thing about Japanese Costco is that you get Costco-sized liquor that looks like this. But here's the twist. It's all these exotic kinds of Japanese liquor that would cost an arm and a leg back home. And they come in these big-ass containers. Just check this out. This is a 4-liter container of shochu. 4 liters is like a gallon. And shochu is kind of like it's like a potato liquor, but it's 20%. You can think of it as a Japanese vodka. Mix this sucker with fruit juice and you cannot taste the alcohol, folks. That's right. It's nature's roofie. Hey, you. What now? Check out these white chicks. You gotta be kidding me. The bakery section is surprisingly similar to the Costco's back home. They've got the full array of bread, cakes, pastries, and muffins, folks. And if you've seen my potato video, you know that the Japanese love their desserts. So yeah, Costco has desserts. Here are a couple of popular ones. Here's a cherry panna cotta, and here's a strawberry scoop cake. If you live in Japan and you're American or Canadian and you happen to be homesick, go to Costco, folks. This is where you can get a taste of home. I mean, look at this. This is American beef. And this is Canadian pork. But if you look closely, you'll notice that it's been cut the Japanese way. For example, this Canadian pork has been cut as shabu shabu. And this stuff right here, it's ground chicken meat, and it's called sakura dori, because the ground up pink meat reminded somebody of cherry blossom flowers, I guess. But lest you get too complacent, yeah, Costco in Japan will remind you that you're actually in Japan. Check this out. It's Wagyu, folks. Oh yeah. Look at the marbling on that meat. That is definitely something special. Now here's something that kind of pissed me off when I saw it. You see that cheese there? Tillamook? That's my favorite brand of cheese. And it's from the Pacific Northwest. I live in the Vancouver area, and I can't even get it where I live at Costco. But I come all the way over here to Japan, and they sell it here. This is what I meant by sometimes the Japanese Costco is more like an American Costco than the Canadian ones even are. You know why I love Costco chicken?
Let me guess, because it allows you to make cheap jokes.
No more jokes, I promise.
Okay, why do you like Costco chicken?
Because, just like these chickens, Costco chickens are outstanding. Get it? Outstanding?
That's super fucking lame, dude.
Lame? Okay then, check out these chicks and dicks.
Dude, you promised no more dick jokes.
I lied. Like your mother when she said she loves you. Now, as you would expect at a Costco in Japan, the fish section is properly impressive. Do they have sushi? Oh yeah, but as you would expect at Costco, it's abnormally large. You want to know what else is abnormally large? Shh. Having grown up in Canada, I was always used to muffins being about the size of a cupcake. And the first time I saw a Costco muffin, I thought it looked more like a stadium you could eat. That was the exact same feeling I had when I looked at this sushi. I mean, the fillings in those rolls, just the filling alone has to be over 1.5 inches wide. You want nigiri sushi? They got nigiri sushi. You want chirashi sushi? They got chirashi sushi. They've got tons of different cuts and fillets for different kinds of stewed fish or roasted fish or fried fish you might want to make. And of course, they've got plenty of different cuts for sashimi as well. I mean, in Canada, I've never seen shrimp that were for sashimi at a Costco, but here in Japan, no problem. And they're huge. Look at how big this thing is next to my hand. And just like Costco's worldwide, you can find samples being given out left, right, and center as well. This lady right here, she's giving out something called Umino Budou, which translates to grapes of the ocean. Grapes of the ocean is a type of seaweed that has little nubbins on it that are shaped like grapes, like you can see in this photo. What do they taste like? They're pretty good, actually. They pop in your mouth kind of like Pop Rock candies. They're not sweet, obviously. You put soy sauce on them, and they're made of seaweed, but you know, they're healthy, and yeah, they are delicious. Here, watch me eat some. Okay, as for what's on the rest of the racks and shelves in the store, if you want to live that regular, normal Japanese life, full of Japanese groceries, hey, they got you covered. You got your rice. You got your miso soup. You got your smoked tuna shavings. You got your kelp. You got your dried sardine. You got your dried noodles. You got your fake burgers made out of soybeans. And you've even got this abomination for when you feel like you want to chomp into a hunk of shit.
Hot damn.
They got things like potato chips and chocolate bars too, and a lot of them are the local Japanese brands. Not the brands you know, but trust me, they're very delicious. Some of the snack food ain't what you're gonna expect, like these things. These are entire cloves of garlic that have been fried and made into like a potato chippy kind of thing. Now, if you're looking for specialty items from other parts of the world, they got plenty of those too. Here's some minestrone from Italy. And there is a lot, and I mean a lot of American stuff there. I didn't film it because I thought, why the hell should I? It's exactly the same as what we have back home. And when you're done making your round, to go to the checkout and you pay for it just like you do back home. And after you've gone through the payment thing, hey, you've got that oh so wonderful Costco snack bar. And you can see all the choices they have. Some things are exactly the same as back home, and some things are a little bit different. Like this bulgogi thing. I saw that sign and just had to have it. The filling tasted Korean, but the bread tasted American. I also thought this sandwich looked really, really good. And you know what? It tasted exactly the same as a sandwich back home. So if any Japanese people are watching this, hey, if you want to get a taste of that American life, just go to Costco. What about the Costco Chicken review? Nothing gets by you, does it?
All right, look what I got here, guys. It's a Costco chicken. But it's not just any Costco chicken, it's a Japanese Costco chicken. Now, believe me, guys, there are like 500,000 other things I would rather be eating than a Costco chicken while I'm in Japan. I came 1/3 of the way over the earth. I flew over the Pacific Ocean. I'd rather be eating takoyaki. I'd rather be eating sushi. I'd rather be eating okonomiyaki. There's a million other things, but I went out of my way to get a freaking Costco chicken. And you might be wondering why? Because I'm gonna do a future video using Costco chicken to make a Japanese dish, and some of you might not believe me when I say that a Japanese Costco chicken tastes exactly the same as a North American Costco chicken. So I'm here in Japan, willing to prove it. So let's open this up. I'm gonna eat it right before your eyes and tell you what it tastes like. It smells exactly like a North American Costco chicken. And here, I'll just take off a piece of the meat here. It looks like Costco chicken, and cheers, guys. I enjoy you without a doubt. It's exactly the same.